Protect your DNA. BioPQQ can promote formation of new mitochondria. Infowarsstore.com.
Welcome to the Infowars Nightly News. It is Friday, July 10th, 2015, and I'm Leanne McAdoo. Here's a look at tonight's top stories.
Tonight, the Confederate flag comes down in South Carolina. Then, white students are told that their race is taking up space. Finally, political correctness warriors want to ban words husband, wife, and have children referred to as purple penguins. I'm dead serious. That's next.
Those of us that have read history or read dystopic novels, we know, God, this is like textbook hell. But see, the young don't know. They come home to their parents and go, I'm not a boy, I'm not a girl, I'm a purple penguin. All designed to go, I'm a purple, I'm a purple, I'm a purple penguin, purple penguin, purple penguin.
To celebrate the birth of our country and give a big thanks to all the info warriors out there, we are now offering free shipping on every item shipped out of the InfowarsStore.com warehouse. That's free shipping on all t-shirts, books, and DVDs. Free shipping on Molon Labe and 1776 belt buckles, which are also 25% off while supplies last. Free shipping on all of our InfowarsLife.com nutraceuticals. If it's in the InfowarsStore.com warehouse, it's shipping for free, all during the month of July. It's our way of saying thanks to the true heart and soul of this operation, who stand beside us and support us as we wage an info war for liberty and freedom for all. InfowarsStore.com, free shipping for the month of July.
Well, we're witnessing a lot of tyranny in the news all of the time, a lot of totalitarianism. But what I am finding so shocking is that Americans are getting really comfortable with thought control. Things are happening so rapidly. Just today, the Confederate flag has been removed from South Carolina's State House after 54 years. Now, this turnabout seemed unthinkable before the June 17th massacre of 9 black parishioners, including a state senator, at a Charleston church during a Bible study. Now, this was taken down because Dylan Roof, who was a white man, he was photographed with the Confederate flag. They found these pictures. And so then this reignited calls to have the Confederate flag removed from the State House. So people have been talking about this for years, calls of, this symbolizes racism and slavery, take it down. But this one event was finally enough to push the collective consciousness of people to say, take it down. I mean, that simple.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Governor Nikki Haley of South Carolina. Quite personally, I think she's a hero because by taking down this racist flag, she's put an end to racism in South Carolina and violent crimes by people on psychotropic drugs.
Right. Absolutely. I mean, and that's the thing that we point out. It's a flag. It's not going to stop racism. Like you said, it's not going to stop a future mass incident from occurring if someone is on some psychotropic drugs. And
this is the thing. It's like 9/11. 9/11 sparked the TSA pat downs at the airport to take away your liberties. This was another instance they used. They took advantage of. The president took advantage of this situation to attack our First Amendment. That's what happened. The flag is a part of the First Amendment. Regardless of what it is, it's still a part of the past, and this is an attack on that. Every time something like this happens, an attack in our country, they use it as a way to strip us of more and more liberties, and people are dumbed down so much, they're slowly going along with it, thinking that it's cool, it's trendy, it's progressive, it's neat. Meanwhile, the gay pride flags are everywhere. They're flying at you know, at beaches everywhere, but that's fine.
Right. No calls to take down the ISIS flags, even though ISIS are actually throwing gay people off of buildings and stuff like that. So it's very selective in this authoritarianism. But the thing with this is like every single time something happens, they are always pushing for stricter gun control laws. And so, you know, how could something like this affect the collective consciousness to a point where people are like, okay, you know what? It's time. Take everybody's guns.
This
it's
is
fine.
The thing that I don't ever understand. Why don't we ever go to the root of the problem and fix it from there? What caused this young man to flip out? Now, if you stick me in a room beside another white person who's racist, we're both white, we both look the same, but internally, the way we feel, the way we think are completely different.
Mm-hmm.
Just because he went out and did something doesn't mean that I should be demonized as a white person and have to feel guilty for something that I never did.
Well,
we need to go and we need to look at the root of the problem, which are these drugs that doctors push, like drug dealers, they're pushermen.
mm-hmm.
And these are the things that happen, bad reactions, because myself, when I was in the military, when they pushed these things on us, we all had these horrible reactions.
Right.
We got angry, we attacked, we would fight. And that's the kind of stuff that happens. No one wants to get to the root of the problem. We want to blame a piece of cloth
Mm-hmm.
for this action. Yes, there is racism. There's always going to be racism because you're always going to have ignorant people and you can't stop that. But what we can do is learn to accept people, learn to accept each other and try to move on.
Right.
And do something.
Well, and we know just being under the influence of psychotropic drugs, it also makes you very susceptible to suggestion and obviously brainwashing. But now we've saved this clip for you. We wanted to show you this and get your reaction to this video kind of on camera. So you haven't seen this.
No, I don't know. I've heard about it this week, but I haven't seen it yet.
So last month, a liberal filmed himself outside of the St. Louis Zoo. He was berating a man who was open carrying a pistol. And so this was a St. Louis area man. He was open carrying. His name is Brian Lewis. He stood his ground and he was defending his constitutional rights to open carry while the man filming, Richard Johnson, proceeded to call him names and he was spouting all of this, you know, liberal anti-gun talking points. So let's take a look.
What a dick.
Look at the pussies we got here. Yeah, we got a fucking pure pussy standing right here.
Yeah, we got a sailor talking the whole time too.
What you gonna do with the gun, man?
Be an American.
Really gonna be an American?
That's right.
Want to shoot somebody?
No, I don't. If someone
Really?
wants to threaten my life, then I will take their life.
Nah, that ain't what it's about.
What's it about?
It's about you fucking being a big man.
Is it?
That's what it's about.
Is it?
Why
You
is
like
the camera
it.
shaking? He looks a little scared to me.
Actually, I thought it was more about protecting my family.
No,
noticed all the
no,
things
it's not
going-
about protecting your family. What it is, you want to be an intimidator. You like it when people run from you.
No, I don't. No,
That's
I
what
Who's
you
being the
carry-
intimidator right now? Who's being the bully?
Do you
There
feel-
is
do you
no
feel the
need to
do you
carry
feel the
a
need to
gun
run from me?
around kids.
Do you feel the need to run from me?
Oh, hell no.
So then he's not
I don't
intimidated.
feel
Because
that you should
he's
need
just
to
lying.
feel the need to run from me. All these people have done walk past me today, and I've not intimidated a single person except for you. You're sitting there shaking because
Oh, no.
obviously you're mad about something that doesn't affect you whatsoever. I'm protecting
Oh, it
my
does
freedom.
affect me.
Okay.
It affects me.
Someone
Kids
runs up to
don't
your
need
car.
to
No.
see a country where people are carrying open fucking weapons that are loaded.
Okay. Well, how about
Never
this?
in the history of this country since the 1800s
Go
has
to
that
other
ever
countries
been allowed.
overseas where they
This
all
guy
carry,
is
even
just
women carry.
your typical educated liberal who knows everything but actually knows nothing when you call him on it. And here he's being such a hypocrite, calling this guy, you know, that he wants to just bully and intimidate people when he is the one that's going out of his way to bully and intimidate.
I open carry all the time.
Brian
I've never
Lewis.
had one person come up to me scared, shaking, offended whatsoever. More people even go, hey man, that kind of makes me feel a little bit safer knowing that someone with a good head on their shoulders has a gun in case something does happen. Some wacko on psychotropic drugs like a Dylan Roof goes on a shooting rampage.
Exactly.
That's why you gotta have a gun.
Hey, and by the way, guys, the guy that recorded this and put it on YouTube, Dick Johnson, he had a very bad reaction. It backfired on him. More people were thumbs down the video, and he actually pulled it down. But it's still up because we have it on the Infowars site, if you guys can bring that up. It is on Infowars.com. There's the title. Show the title of the page. And then so you can still see it. It's 15 minutes long. There's a lot of cursing, and we're going to show you a couple more clips, but it is worth the watch.
No, you're absolutely right. He actually came out and said, we're going to come and take your guns. Watch.
You, in this gun shit, in this open carry, is coming to an end.
Is it?
Yeah.
You're going to single-handedly do that?
Well, it's a start
You're gonna
today.
take my guns away?
I didn't say I was going to take your guns away, but I'm saying this open carry shit's going to come to an end.
Yeah, okay.
Is it?
Over
Yeah.
my dead body.
Single-handedly gonna come and take your guns away. It's a start. And that's what it is. It's this ideology. They're all gonna, it just takes one and then it's gonna trickle down throughout the neighborhood and the community and they're all gonna band together and come and take it.
Somehow I'm able to keep my calm and composure when I go out and do these man on the streets, and people say really just,
The most asinine thing.
yeah. But I don't think I would have been able to control myself that day. I think someone would have been, I would have given that guy some Indian burns or something. I would have definitely put a hurt on that guy.
Yeah, wasn't Dick Johnson the name of the TSA agent in one of our that won one of our movie?
That guy was destined to be a dick.
Yeah, Dick Johnson. He probably looked like that guy too. Well, let's watch a little bit more of this footage.
Dude, you do not know the crowd I used to run with.
I don't care about what...
And I'm not a fucking pussy, and I don't need
What, do you
to
make
carry
pottery
a
or something?
fucking gun to be a big man.
I'm not trying to be a big man.
Well,
I'm protecting
you're here
my
you are with a
constitutional
gun.
Rights. I'm protecting my constitutional rights.
Constitutional rights, my ass.
Okay, so
Does he even know?
You just wanting to be a big
How
man.
about this? I take your freedom of speech away. You no longer have the constitutional right to stand here and voice your opinion to me.
Apples and oranges, son.
It's not apples.
Yes, apples and
Right.
oranges.
It's the Second Amendment that protects the First Amendment.
Exactly. And it's men and women who go overseas and fight for this country and die and shed blood so your little pansy butt can sit there and do that. What a dirtbag.
Well, and that
Oh, I was just going to say this was right outside of the St. Louis Zoo. Later in the video, we can't show you the whole thing. Like I said, it's 15 minutes long. But 2 or 3 other guys walk out with their open carries, and he goes after them too.
wow.
He goes easy, and he says, "I'm going to attack you. I'm going to follow you guys all day long, and we will take your guns."
Yeah, okay. Come
Yeah.
on, buddy.
Come and
Mola
take it.
Labe.
Yeah, come and take it.
Come on.
But that's just a perfect example of this totalitarian attitude. They want to rule. They want their belief system to be the be-all, end-all, and they don't even care if they have to rewrite the Constitution, reform this entire country.
All these liberal trendies who are always like, I want to be in solidarity with everyone. I love and passion. I just care about people. Are some of the most mean, demented, mentally ill people I have ever spoken to. The people that showed up to the abortion protests. Vile,
Had nothing to say.
disgusting
Had
people who
nothing
are
to
talking
say.
about bragging about murdering kids.
Right.
Come on, and you guys are in solidarity with what? With murder?
Right.
Get out of town. You guys
Yeah.
are nut jobs.
And then we have the story out of the AP that there was a gay man that carved a gay slur in his arms, and it was staged. Turns out that he did it to himself so that, he
So he
could
said he was attacked and that some guy like
Exactly.
held him down,
Held
and
him down.
carved him in like.
carved it into his arm, and turns out it was staged. And so you're right. I mean, these are people that they want their agenda no matter what. This is going to happen.
They want their rights and they want to take yours away.
Absolutely. Total social engineering. Well, stick around. Now, coming up later in the show, I'm going to be speaking with 2 men who have pretty much uncovered a secret police activity taking place. It is bombshell interview. That's coming up later in the show. But first, joining us in studio will be Jakari Jackson. We're going to look at some more of this totalitarianism in your face. It's happening really fast, people. Stick around.
Used since before the days of the Roman Empire to support the body's natural systems and enhance overall health. Introducing the new InfoWarsLife.com oil of oregano formulation, a highly advanced nutraceutical form of this key herb that has been traditionally used by civilizations for thousands of years to promote health. We have now procured the most high quality and potent forms of oregano oil on the market, sourced from top leading manufacturers to ensure a concentrated level of bioactive ingredients, extracted directly from the wild herb and sealed in easy-to-use capsules. You will no longer need to endure the burning of liquid oregano on the tongue. wild crafted from the Mediterranean oregano species that experts agree is one of the most powerful and most challenging to acquire. This winter season, it's more important than ever to secure this true form of oil of oregano. Now available in our limited first run at InfoWarsLife.com. That's InfoWarsLife.com or call 888-253-3139.